Welcome back to World Rapid Reports, and today we're diving into the fascinating and tumultuous journey of Al Pacino, one of Hollywood's greatest actors. Alfredo James Pacino, born on April 25, 1940, in Manhattan, New York, was raised by his Italian-American parents, Salvatore and Rose. His early life was marked by hardship. Just days before his birth, his mother Rose separated from his father, and by the time Pacino was 2 years old, his parents had divorced. Pacino's father moved to California, leaving him with sporadic contact, a situation that would deeply influence his career and the roles he would later take on, often portraying men wrestling with complex emotions, masculinity, and fractured family ties. Pacino and his mother moved into his grandparents' home in the South Bronx, an area known for its working-class struggles. Though their living conditions were difficult, Pacino found comfort in the camaraderie, creativity, and energy of the neighborhood. As a child, Pacino had a vivid imagination and described his youth as filled with adventures, much like the adventures of Huckleberry Finn. However, these early years were also marked by darker experiences. He began smoking and drinking at just 9 years old and was using marijuana by 13. Sadly, many of his childhood friends fell victim to substance abuse, with 2 dying young from addiction. This harsh reality left a lasting mark on Pacino, giving him a deep understanding of addiction, which he later channeled into his performances, including his portrayal of a heroin addict in Panic in Needle Park. Pacino's road to acting was filled with struggles. He wasn't an academic star and was often seen as a troublemaker at school. However, he found an outlet in school plays, where his talent first became apparent. He dropped out of the High School of Performing Arts at 17 to pursue acting full-time. To support himself, he worked odd jobs like being a busboy, messenger, janitor, and postal clerk, even spending nights homeless. This period of hardship contributed to the authenticity that would later define his acting. His formal training began at the Herbert Berghof studio, where he studied under mentor Charlie Lawton. After years of rejection, Pacino finally earned a spot at the prestigious Actors Studio in 1966, where he studied under the legendary Lee Strasberg. It was here that Pacino's career truly began to take off. Pacino's breakthrough came in 1971 with Panic in Needle Park, which earned him widespread acclaim. But it was his role as Michael Corleone in The Godfather, 1972, that truly cemented his status as a star. Despite initial doubts from Paramount executives, Pacino's performance became iconic, especially after the tense restaurant scene, which proved his skill and silenced his critics. Pacino continued to shine in roles like Serpico, 1973, and Dog Day Afternoon, 1975, both of which earned him Oscar nominations. In Scarface, 1983, his portrayal of Tony Montana became one of the most iconic roles in film history, despite its initial critical reception. Over time, the film became a cultural phenomenon, especially embraced by the hip-hop community. However, not all was smooth sailing for Pacino. In 1985, he starred in Revolution, a historical epic that became one of the biggest flops of the decade. The failure of this film shook Pacino's confidence, prompting him to step away from Hollywood for a few years and focus on theater. When he returned to the screen in 1989 with Sea of Love, it marked the start of a new chapter in his career. Pacino would go on to further solidify his legacy with memorable performances in The Godfather Part 3, 1990, and Scent of a Woman, 1992, the latter of which earned him his first Oscar. Despite a string of successes, Pacino faced personal and financial challenges later in life, including falling victim to a Ponzi scheme that cost him millions. Despite these hardships, he continues to work, remaining one of the most respected figures in Hollywood. His memoir Sonny Boy reflects on his life, career, and the challenges he's faced, including the years of frustration over not receiving an Oscar nomination for his iconic role in Scarface. Al Pacino's life story is one of triumph, struggle, and resilience, making him one of the most intriguing and accomplished actors in the world. Stay tuned for more updates on Al Pacino and other Hollywood legends right here on the channel.